Now, who are well? Shit, this probably could go for both men and women, but I'm just gonna say we're gonna say I just who is more torn between lovers, men or women?
I would think women. I think women often find themselves more torn between two lovers, simply because women try to make choices. They try to decide which man is the best. Because there could be one suitor that makes them feel safe and comfortable, and then there's another suitor that make them feel passionate and good, and sexually aroused. So sometimes women find themselves choosing, and the men could be equally physically attractive, the men could be equally financially stable, but yet one man brings them emotional stability and comfort, and then the other man takes them to that wild side, where they say the good guy versus the bad guy. So women often find themselves in the middle, torn between the excitement that the bad, quote unquote, bad guy brings, and then the comfort and the security and the emotional stability that the good guy brings.
What is? I think this would be a good question. When is the breaking point? When is that? I like to know when at that point that a woman has two lovers
Mm-hmm.
and the man on the outside is so exciting till she
Mm-hmm.
make the decision. Sometimes she may have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she may have homes
Mm-hmm.
or assets and different things like that they accumulated together.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even they started a business together.
Mm-hmm.
At what point? Now this guy, because most women like to um they like to associate cheating and the man is doing,
Mm-hmm.
this, he's doing treating her wrong in some kind of way. What if he's just a go to work, come home guy? He's in the
Mm-hmm.
sort of like, remember that movie? Is that Temptation?
Mm-hmm. I
What
was
what
just about to
yeah,
say
is that
that.
yeah, 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 yeah,
It's the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
temptation factor of it.
No,
We
no,
are,
no, 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 no. The
we are.
movie Temptation.
I know what you're talking about, but what I'm saying is we're all exposed to temptation, to daily temptation. So the man at home is there. He's present. He's always there. She can see him every day. So believe it or not, the woman in her mind starts to think of ways and things that he do wrong, or to look at him in a negative light, so that she has an excuse for the desire she has outside of the house. So, man, he gaining weight. Man, his head is shaped fat, or he crooked. So she starts to make the comparison to try to rationalize why it's okay for me to go out there and do what I'm doing. When really it's all about, one, she failed that temptation. She fell prey to temptation. Two, she's selfish. She's selfish, and she desired to do something that was get self gratification. That's all that was. It wasn't about anything that man at home did wrong. She allowed herself to become tempted by something outside of her home.
Have you
And
ever
once
been
she
in a
was tempted,
situation like that
have I ever
to
been?
where you had? And I'm not talking about it. Just say when you young,
Mhm.
where you had one dude that y'all was in a relationship and you ended up with somebody, maybe it was an old boyfriend or
Mhm.
something or whatever, and you knew that you don't, let me rephrase it. It was maybe somebody that you was seeing
Mhm.
that you like more than the one that you was with,
Mhm.
and you felt yourself sliding more to the outside guy than the inside guy.
See, you about to make me be expose my player. But for
Mhm.
me, I always used to hide behind the dating factor.
Mhm.
That's what I would say.
Oh,
Yes. So I would always
okay.
tell
Yeah,
guys when I
omission.
knew I like more than
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah,
guy,
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just dating.
Oh,
So I
okay.
would not make myself exclusive to any guy so that
Hmm.
I could date multiple guys, because I liked multiple
So
guys.
you a
So therefore
304.
I liked all the gifts.
304.
Not no 304. You're a
I'm
lie.
just
I
messing.
wasn't
I'm
sleeping
just
with
messing.
multiple
I'm just
guys,
messing.
but
Yeah.
because I wanted to date multiple guys and I just couldn't choose, I would always say, "Oh, I'm just dating." And I would make it very clear to the guy, "Man, look, if you want to go out with me, You can go out with me, but I'm also seeing him, him, and him. Now, if there was a guy that I favored, and that's the guy that I said I wanted to be with or I wanted to start sleeping with, then I would let the other guys go and then start seeing him exclusively. So, and let me tell you, when you ask that question, there are times when I've made that decision and say, man, I think I messed up. Because you think about the other
Yeah.
guy that when y'all were doing things and
Mm-hmm.
going out, you like, damn, I missed the way he treat me
Mm-hmm.
because now I'm only with you
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't as like
Yeah.
it was when you knew. It's almost something like a man when he know he in competition with other men, he bring his A game.
Yeah.
But when he feel like he got you, he
Mm-hmm.
kind of sit back and lay back. And I start like, dude, what happened to when we was doing this and we was doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, he got that thing now. Oh, we ain't going there. We ain't doing that
Mm-hmm.
because you're mine's now.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to keep them in competition because I find that they perform better.
Mm-hmm. You like to keep them
Yeah.
in.
So when I
That's
was
your way
younger,
of
that's the
keeping
way
them
I
in
did
check.
it. Yeah. Not keeping them in check, but like, I need you to perform to the utmost. I
Yeah.
need you to bring your A game. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Literally, I can remember young, I dated this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was dating this guy, and the guy he was a cheater. He was outright a cheater, but he
Mm-hmm.
was a nice, tall, fine guy. And so I knew he was cheating. I knew it all the time. But let me tell you how this guy was. He was so selfish. This guy would invite me out to basketball games
Mm-hmm.
and say, I'm gonna take you to the game. And that was like to appease me because I was like, you never do anything with me, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, okay, I'm going to take you to the basketball game. And I was a sports girl, so I liked it, the game.
Mm-hmm.
He was with another woman and he sent his brother to pick me up because he
Oh, that's
told his
player right
brother,
there, bro.
I'm going to meet y'all at the game.
Yeah.
So he would send his brother to pick me up from
Mm-hmm.
home. I would leave with his brother and two of his brother friends and get to the game. And then he would show up to the game maybe at halftime. But I've been at the game with the
Damn.
whole time
What
with
he
the
say?
brother and
What
his
he say he
friends.
was doing?
He would show up at halftime, told me he was running late at work or he had to go in because he
Damn.
had children. I had to go to, he had two kids by two different women. Or I had to go do this. I had to go do this. I'm sorry, I'm late. Always had excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But in the interim, the brother was always kind to me. The brother would pick me up and put me in the stands.
Uh-oh.
The brother would hold my hand, open doors for me. Like the brother was going all
Mm-hmm.
out. And I'm looking around like, I met the wrong brother, like,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean,
Yeah.
this brother got time. He
Yeah.
picking me up.
Yeah.
Just think about what you're doing. You're
Mm-hmm.
picking up your brother girlfriend, and we live far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I lived in one area of town, and he lived way downtown in another area of town,
Mm-hmm.
So I lived in the third ward for people who know, and he lived in the ninth ward, which was a long ride.
Mm-hmm.
So that brother would come pick me up. Then after, sometime he would have the nerves to say, oh, I'll meet you at your house later. I got to go do X, Y, and Z. And the brother would take me to get something to eat.
Mm.
So at one time, I felt like I was dating a brother
Mm-hmm.
and not him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the lengths men will go to keep you in line, to keep you in check. And after a while, I said, nah, I like him, but he ain't like, because I'm getting a little tempted here. I got to get away from his brother for something go crazy on me here. Because the brother was
Because
giving
that's
more
the
time.
question everybody want to know.
Oh, no, never. Actually, I introduced the brother to my girlfriend and she started dating the brother. But Lord, it was rough. That temptation was rough because he just was not giving me the affection.
I mean, listen, I had that happen to me. Like, I've been dating a girl, and listen, I got to pull a page out of I gotta get a page out of AMS book.
Oh, Lord.
I gotta give him his credit.
Mm-hmm.
For all the super alpha males that ain't never been cheated on, that ain't never been left, for all of y'all, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
I had a chick that, man, we were going real, I guess everybody had that. We were going real good, man, and you just going along, and then the number don't work no more. Then come to find out, she with old dude.
Oh.
But I guess the question that I really wanted to get to was, at what point in a woman's mind do she feel like, okay, it's time for me to make the change? I'm with my man, I'm with
Mm-hmm.
my boyfriend. We got all this stuff there, the kids, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
In what point did she say, okay, I got to make the decision, and my decision is to go with the new guy?
Because the new guy excites her. He
I
he
mean,
offers her things that, especially when you have a new guy that makes her feel like, I will take the other guy place.
but
I want to be with you. So typically the decision with that is usually when she's reaching out with an old boyfriend or old lover or somebody that she made have grew up with. That decision can be a little different because she felt like she possibly could have made the wrong decision. Now, on those rare occasions when that woman steps out with a brand new person, somebody who's offering something totally different.
I'm talking about in the terms of y'all been together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just say you had your marriage and that relationship
Mm-hmm.
with the other guy been going on for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
At what point in her mind do I say, okay, it's time to change? It's time for the change to happen.
Because the other guy has now made her feel that he will provide all the things the other man will. Like you say, women are the first line with a woman is survival. So she's not going to leave the man that's providing her with a home and taking care of kids and all that, not knowing that the other man can provide those things. But when the relationship shifts, when the man she desires the most makes her feel like he will provide her with all the things that the other guy is. So that usually is when the man makes the shift. When he stands up and own and say, you can leave him, I got you.